The draft resolution received 15 votes in favor. The draft resolution has been adopted unanimously.
Just 1 week after its first resolution on Syria, the UN Security Council authorized the next step in the UN-backed plan for peace. Up to 300 military observers will join the small group currently on the ground to monitor the ceasefire. But before they can be deployed, the Secretary General will have to verify that a sufficient cessation of violence has actually been achieved. The U.S. and European countries have expressed their doubts.
But we are sober about the risks, all the more so given the Assad regime's long record of broken promises, deceit, and disregard for the most basic standards of humanity.
YouTube video shows tanks on the move in Hama. The Syrian ambassador said the military was withdrawing from population centers and abiding by Kofi Annan's peace plan, blaming armed groups for breaking the ceasefire. The government, he says, has a right to maintain order.
The order maintenance forces and police forces will undertake the maintenance of security, order and law, and will exercise the utmost degree of restraint. They will be prepared, like your governments and your countries and any state in the world, to carry out their duties in responding to the armed terrorist groups if they continue to attack citizens, government forces, public and private property, and if they continue to commit violence.
Russia, Syria's closest ally on the Council, backed the plan, but insisted that it not include any threat of sanctions.
If we are to impose any external forces on this, it may exacerbate the crisis. We call upon all Syrian parties and both the authorities and the opposition to refrain from violence and to fully uphold the provisions of the Annan Plan and the requirements of the resolution.
The resolution only authorizes the mission for 3 months initially, and it requires the Secretary General to report on the implementation of the peace plan every 15 days, a sign that the Security Council will be watching closely and weighing its next steps. Kristen, Saloomey, Al Jazeera, the United Nations.